Welcome to the KOD Meta Media Empire. I'm your host, JiggaManPorto, and this is the Night Shift, your weekly Kingdom recap show. Woo, guys! For those of you that were just in the Discord, how great was that racing nighty night and just winning there the last race right before we went live? So good. We have so much lined up for tonight's show. Let me get the town crier in here. Town crier. All right, coming in with the muted microphone. Epic. Yes. While you figure it out, I'll start talking a little bit, man. Dude, so we have so
There
much.
we go.
Hey, how was the vacation, buddy?
Dude, I'm home. Vacation's going well, but let's touch on what we just saw there. Nighty night looking really hot, right? We test a little 16, test a little 14. We found the sweet spot there. Looks like we got a distance runner.
2,400. Killed it. And the late kick, too. So good. I'm thinking at the end of this show, we might have to go back in there and do a couple more races. We've got a turn to qualify for.
And we'd be remiss if we didn't mention we got a little stud baby colt on the way. You talk about Jonathan Taylor looking good. We got our own little colt, recently named by one Drew, Pete Za. Pete Za.
I mean, that just has a great ring to it, right? I mean,
Pizza sandwich. How you feel about that one?
Yeah, you know, Pizza's happy. Pizza, you in there? They tried getting pineapple tossed on it. You would have been so proud. Pete Za. Dude, so we tried this last time, and we want to do the for sale night, right? The good thing is we highlighted one, and that bad boy sold the next day. So, I mean, it makes sense for us to do it again. I think I let you pick this one this week, did I?
Yes, sir. Yes, we're looking right here. You got it pulled up?
Here we go.
There it is. And what I like about this night, right? We got night number 2062. I'm gonna call this one the Messy Queen, right? Right. This night looks like she spent a whole night out on the town, and we have some great statistics on. We got the crown, of course, sitting at just 2%, and then the chainmail's looking hot. The bloodshot eyes at 10%. We get some nice rare traits there down low. But what's really cool here, and it's not a trait to my knowledge, are the teal earrings. You can't see it here, but those teal earrings match the background of the night. So it's beautiful composition, real simple, and that's sitting right there at the floor. The floor right now being at 0.145 Ethereum.
So here's the thing, too. Like, she seems like the perfect girl knight that hangs out as a bridesmaid, right? She's always the bridesmaid that's puking. Yes. Let's find this girl a home. Number 2062. Come on, go do it. Someone now, go buy it. Let's get it done, bro. So you got your pen and pad. I want to take some notes, right? We'll talk about some of the topics tonight. What's the first one we want to jump into?
Oh, let's talk about the Knights expanding, right? I mean, we got some hiring calls being put out, right? We're building the kingdom out, and so we need some more people with some skills. So we had a couple tweets go out this week from Drew and Jared. If we got those, we can take a look at
the Drew one. So here's Drew's. We are looking for a part-time graphic designer that can produce marketing collateral for the Knights of Degen. Needs to be able to work with copy, decks, ads, flyers, one-pagers, investment materials, etc. DM Knights of Degen with your interest and portfolio. Bonus points if the candidate is a Knights of Degen. So let me tell you, the reason I won't apply for this is it had too many commas, and I got tired by the third requirement, so I never even right now knew what the other 3 requirements were for the position. So yeah, totally unqualified for the mere fact that I didn't read the entire thing.
Yeah, but talk about a fun job, right? Like, it's just a blast. Like, marketing in and of itself is a super fun thing to do, but the fact that you get to design something here on the cutting edge of the whole metaverse, right? You're building out this whole system and how to present it to the general public, like this is exactly what you're looking for.
Yeah, and if you think that one's fun, look at this one from Jared, who is a great creative writer that binges Game of Thrones and sports on weekends and wants to work with the Knights of Degen. How does he not have like 100 people already sitting there applying for that position?
He has to, right? Like how that, like, you talk about wanting to create this lore and a whole world around it. Like, it's totally what we're
guys in the Discord are asking for it, right? So they're saying, hey, we would love to have more lore. Well, obviously that is a nice hint that obviously something is going on when the tweet itself says you got to binge Game of Thrones and sports on the weekends. First of all, we probably know a lot of in the chat. Oh, we do.
Confirming that this will be a highly coveted position.
Yeah. I mean, let's be real. I'm pretty sure half of that Discord or more fits that criteria. Guys, get in there, submit it. Let's find that guy that's going to write up that lore the right way. What else can we touch on today?
We got VCon coming up with Drew Austin going up to talk about not just the Knights, but the whole Red Pill conglomerate. Like, this is going to be an awesome event. I mean, it looks like Coachella, right? You got everyone and their mother coming up there. You got Kevin Smith, the D'Amelios from TikTok. Like, you just go down the list, a bunch of cutting edge creative minds. Like, if you want to know more about what is going on in terms of creating your own content and NFTs and the future of everything, like, you can't miss out. Minneapolis, Minnesota, the 19th to the 22nd of May, US Bank Stadium too. So heading out there, check.
We got Clay in the chat telling us too that Andy is a fellow Knight as well. So I mean, look at that, 2 already on there, totally representing the Knights of Degen. Drew is going to kill it at VCon, and Andy, it's so good that we're going to have such a presence at such a big event with the V Friends guys. You know what else I want to talk about? The voting contest that we've got going on. Guys, if you haven't gone in there and voted yet for the Rad NFT TV, on the tweet itself, we've got a nice lead, right? But you got to follow the second step. Go in there. We'll put it here shortly in the chat so everybody can click on that link. It's also in Discord. But, you know, let's make sure the Knights of Degen pull away with this thing. Pretty cool. I mean, obviously, still a lot of speculation on how many Knights are they going to buy for the winner, right? Is it a sweep of the floor? Is it 1 or 2? Who knows?
Important thing of note here, too, is they do ask you to link your wallet with the site. I know we had a lot of worrisome fears about scams and stuff. This is totally legit. Do not freak out. All of us have done this from the top end down. It is totally cool. So just go out there.
Yeah, well, since I had my Knight stolen once by my mistake, they used me as the guinea pig. They're like, hey, try it again. So if someone gets stolen, it's yours. So I can confirm my Knight is still in my possession. The voting is legit. We're good. What else can we touch on, Town Crier? Tell me, TTP.
We got the Ghost of Frank Duke's generative music NFT collection. Look at this.
I mean, we had like 150 whitelist spots available to us. They went super fast yesterday. I believe the minting is actually going on now. So I would love for anybody in the chat or in the Discord, let us know if you went ahead and took advantage of that and kind of, you know, what those things look like and how that process went. I mean, the guy, when it comes to music, I mean, come on, he's done stuff for The Weeknd, Drake, Post Malone. I think he's talented. It is easy to say. I wonder how many of us actually got on there for the whitelist.
I think we did pretty well. We tend to hop on these projects, and it's just so cool seeing all these creative individuals cross over. Like, we had Richard Wagner on the other day, and just seeing music, NFTs. Like, when you find a creative mind, one thing, they tend to connect to all these other aspects. And so seeing something like this, I think music and NFTs are going to be a huge space. So getting in early on something like this is awesome.
100%. Now, I wanted to talk about our poker night winner.
Yeah.
Bravo to Black Mamba. Way to go, dude.
Quality
Pulled
night, too.
away
Real
with,
quality night
yeah.
there.
Pulled away with the win last night. Got himself a KOD hoodie. I can't wait till mine comes in. Look, I actually went relaxed fit today, you know? So hopefully next time the show's on, we got that KGMI right here. But congratulations on the poker night. I love that. Not only are we doing them, you know, as KOD, but then you've got the community itself that just puts their own on throughout the week. These $10 buy-ins, the guys are staying true to that degenerate angle that is the Knights of Degen. But the fact that we're doing the hoodies every week as a prize is super dope. Congratulations. Might as well play it again because this night deserves it.
And that's what it's all about, right? It's building out this community.
So good. So good.
Awesome stuff. Now, there is one more piece of news here, which I really don't think the Knights before.
All right. Knights of Degen. We told you we're trying to build a meta media empire. And we're sticking to that. Check this out. Oh, yeah. It's launching tomorrow, guys. 9:30 Pacific, 12:30 Eastern. The analytics say Jack Settleman, Cynthia Frelund, bringing you live content for the Knights of Degen. The Empire is taking off, people. There's so much more to come, but how exciting is this one, TGP?
It's awesome. Like, I'll even tell you this, right? So I'm home for the holidays, and I went to a bar, as you do, for dinner tonight. I'm sitting with my grandmother, and on the TV, who pops up but none other than Knights owner Cynthia Frelund. So I have this great conversation with my grandmother, really break it down. She's in her 80s, but she's learning about NFTs, right? So when you have two faces like Jack, of course, right, Snapchat popping off, and then you have Cynthia with the NFL Network, like analytics. These two guys were Jack was on the ground floor of NBA Top Shot. Cynthia's breaking it down week to week with her alpha betting going on. It's a great combo, and I can't wait to see them break it down for us.
Yeah, so exciting, guys. This is now 3 shows that are being launched here on our YouTube and Twitch channels for the community. You want to tune in tomorrow. Again, 9:30 Pacific, 12:30 Eastern. Hey, Town Crier, TGP, why don't you hang out for a little bit, man? We'll be right back.
Yes, sir. Can't wait.
Guys, that's a good amount of news to start off the episode, all right? Whew, that show tomorrow. I know you guys are excited. I'm excited about it. But you know what? I think it's time for us to check in at the tavern. Kung Fu D, what's up, bro?
What's up, my guy?
Not much, dude.
Hey.
So, what do we got cooking today in the tavern, bro?
Yeah, you know, I decided it should be good just to keep it simple. You know, sometimes you just want to throw something together, sit back and watch the game, right?
True.
So, yeah, we got some queso dip.
Ooh,
coming your way.
Let's jump into it.
It's wonderful.
Guys, welcome back. Now, it's one thing that we all have in common on game day is you're probably going to want something to eat. You can go all out, or you can do something simple like this. It's a queso dip. We're going to use about 3/4 of this Velveeta cheese log, about 3/4 of a roll of sausage.
Is that a football crock pot?
It is.
Yes.
And that's where we're going to start off.
Wonderful.
We'll come right back.
Ooh.
All right, when we do the sausage, really good thing to have is this meat chopper. If you don't have one, get one. We're gonna make sure the sausage has a nice brown on it.
Nice.
That adds nice flavor. And I'm gonna see when I put this in the dip. And here comes the easy part. All you have to do is throw all these ingredients in this fancy, limited edition FCF crock pot.
Dude, and this is so simple. Like, it really can be done game day at the tavern. Oh, look at the amount of cheese. Yes.
A little messy.
Just throw it together.
Okay.
Yep. I'm there with you, Metaverse. I'm starving as well.
It's great.
What is the can? Is that the Rotel?
Yeah, it's Rotel. It's I got the spicy one, the hot one.
Nice.
Hello. That's what we like in this house.
Yeah. You know, when I come over, my heartburn will kill me. But
I
hey,
know.
Clay wants to know why only 3/4 of the block and not the whole block, Chef.
All right, so we had it on for about 45 minutes.
Well,
I stirred it.
it's plenty. It really is. You can save the rest for something else.
Into product.
I mean, depending on how much people you have over.
Now we can just chill.
Oh yeah,
Watch
that
the
looks
game,
good.
Have some delicious dip.
Chips, it goes with the dip. How you doing? And it goes with beer at the tavern.
Absolutely.
Yeah, Flavor Town, baby.
That's good stuff. Guys, we're going to be loading these up to an Instagram page for everybody, so you can see each week's episodes that should be out this week. It's a little bit on me to make sure it gets done, but man, Kung Fu D, so glad to have you here to show us little recipes to make, man. Really do appreciate it. Bro, have a great Christmas.
I will, and you too. You know how we love eating with friends. And now all of us are friends. Keep tuning in.
Later, bro. All right, guys. So we aired a new segment last week for you guys. I think you might remember it. It's called Knights Tales. Now, I'm going to bring these guys on. The statistical jester himself. Hey. How you doing, Stathead? What's up, bro?
Listen. You brought up news of someone needing a creative writer that also likes sports in a fantasy setting, and then you brought up an analytics show. I feel like you made this show for me. I'm feeling very touched, and also like, how do I get on that show? And how do I get that job? That's what I'm trying to work on right now.
Well, you got to hit up Jared. Hit up Jared about that. I already did. Yeah. You saw it and you went to Twitter, didn't you?
Immediately like that. I was like, I got to get that.
I can vouch. The man is a LARPing master. AJ King Ka, what's up, bro?
What's up, guys? How you doing?
Good. So, guys, you know me. I don't like to just entertain our viewers. I also like to throw curveballs your way as well. So do me a favor. Grab a pen and a pad or something you can just write down on real quick.
I'm ready.
And here's 3 words I want you to write down.
Got it.
Apple.
Easy.
Apple.
Crayon.
Okay.
And monkey.
Oh.
Ooh, monkey.
We got them written down?
Monkey. Yes.
Hey.
I wrote it down in pencil on my head.
So here's the thing, guys. We came up with this segment, right? Knight's Tales, which I still, by the way, love the name that the people came up with for Knight's Tales. But the thing is, I want it to be that those 3 words have to be included in your improv.
Oh.
Okay? And I'm expecting one from each of you. But to top it off, we're going to have a 2-minute timer. Excuse me, you know what? I'll be nice. 3-minute timer for when the segment is done. Can you guys wrap it up in time? Can we get an apple, a crayon, and a monkey on the segment? This
Absolutely.
week on A Knight's Tale, check it out.
You know, there are many tales of Hacker. He's gone on so many adventures. But the one that I know well is after he had joined the Knights, he was granted a quest, but he didn't have a stallion. So he had to find some other thing to transport him across the land. And he looked far, and he looked wide, and he looked obtuse as well. You know what he found? I think you do.
He found, looking on his Apple phone, a rare steed for sale on a far away place called that he has to travel across an open sea to get to. He decided maybe he should go grab a crayon and draw a map so he doesn't get lost on the way there. And when he went to reach for the crayon, he discovered
that the crayon was gone. He had put it there, and then he saw, running off in the distance, a monkey. It said, but he didn't speak monkey. He only spoke robot.
And that's when he realized that the monkey was just taking a jog and he wasn't actually a monkey, but a bored ape.
Oh,
His name was Brock Magnus P. The P stands for Pompeii. And he decided to help this man, the hacker, on his journey to find a steed.
so Brock, still speaking monkey, it was hard. There was a language barrier. But the hacker didn't give up. He hacked through the mere concept of language so that they could communicate. And so together, they worked in tandem, following the map across the land until
they discovered they needed to get onto a boat. And that was when they had to barter with a nearby monkey. The ape and the monkey decided to part ways with bananas and crypto and some weird boat hats to transport them and ferry them across this open sea where they finally got to
Portland.
And the timer is up. The monkey, the hacker,
and their journey to Portland.
You two have issues. I'll be back. All right. A little bit of lore there. Sir Hacker, glad we can highlight your story, your lore on the show today. Guys, let's jump into the marketplace. What's up, TGP?
Man, I love Portland.
That moment you see his face, he's like, Portland. All right.
Portland.
It's suiting, though. Where else could a robot, a monkey, and an ape all go and hang out and it'd be normal? Portland would be a
that sounds about right.
Well, you ready to break down some of the purchases from this week?
Yeah. Let's take a look at them.
All right, let's start with this one right here, guys.
Ooh, so here we have Knight number 4357, bought for a little bit above the floor at 0.17. Now, what we got here, right? We got the clean look, no facial hair, but we got that Knicks jersey, which is one of my favorites, right? Like, you love the basketball jersey. We got Knicks jerseys and Nets jerseys with the Knights of Degen. And then, of course, smoking the cigar, 6% on the cigar. So we got, what's that, 8 traits there hanging out. Very dynamic Knight for the price. And you just love it, right? He's got that Jigga helmet, too, the same one that Jigga's Knight has. Real clean.
Yeah, I like that. Dude, I was so jealous when I saw that Edge pick that one up. I mean, look at that thing. You know me. Not only, I mean, it has the helmet that I love, but then he's got the Knicks jersey on. Come on. Here, highlight number 2.
You like this has great curve appeal, right? This second you look at this Knight number 8620, like there's so much going on. vibrant. But what really pops for me is that crown, right? Sitting that nice green goes very nicely with that king's armor, and both are at 2%. Right? This is a very rare knight. You got all these traits, and they got the pen, and I love that a nice little touch here with the pen too. It's called Mightier Than, which I think is really, really, really a nice touch, but only 0.15 Ethereum. So here we're seeing great value. I saw a tweet this week from Jack Settleman saying he's loving how, even though we're in a bit of a bear market right now with NFTs, the Knights are holding their value. The floor has not fallen out at all for us, and you're getting incredible value and great consistency.
I gotta tell you, I've got to check Mono's stash because Mono grabs a lot of dope ones. So Mono, I'm gonna hit you up, man. I gotta see what you're working with, bro, because you've got a lot of good ones. Let's jump into the other one. Touch on this one.
Nice. Okay. Knight number 5025, 0.14 Ethereum. And here you just got a nice clean knight. The highlight here, of course, has to be that gold crown on top. And that's what's really cool to see, right? Is every time you look at the knight, there's something else that catches your eye. And here, right, it's been the crown color. We've seen a few different ones tonight, but this one, less than 1% have the gold, right? So you get those king elements, but you still got the knight's armor on. So this guy, I imagine, would have some incredible lore. Like, we could really come up with something impressive for this, where he stole the crown. Is he the king of another kingdom? Like, there's so much you could do.
Yeah, the cleanliness of that one is so dope. Really like that one. I was excited about this one too.
Oh, I love when we get some aliens going. Okay, knight number 5090, 0.2469. Nice. Just under $1,000 US. But instantly, what catches my eye? Those 3D glasses, right? Like old school. Like, when was the last time you went to a movie and you saw it in 1, 3D? That trend's probably about 5-10 years out at this point. But 2, the red and blue glasses. Like this alien really has an affinity for world culture and wants to like take in everything that the earth has to offer. We got the bubble gum, you got the cell phone, and the glasses. Dude,
I love the aliens, right? I mean, my heart belongs with all the knights. I love the knight looking ones. But when you see this one come out of and look at all the little traits, man. That bubble gum is dope. The cell phone. I mean, this is like I'm hanging at a rave. I'm going nuts. And he looks like he's having a really good time. I got 2 more that I want to. Yeah, the colors are ridiculous. Yeah, I think this artist guy knows what he's doing. I got 2 more I want to touch on. How about this one? Sticking aliens.
Oh, the sword. I love the swords. When they got the ruby sword too, 0.38. Really, really rare trait there. Sitting at 0.2 Ethereum. We have knight number 2198. Another alien here. Whole bunch of traits. Here you got the gold cloak. I love the cloaks, right? Because it makes me think like warlock wizard, right? Like very mystical. But this one, we got the weapon and the cloak, right? So right, you always do that choice whenever you play like an RPG, right? You're trying to figure out, am I gonna go warrior and focus on the weapons, or am I gonna go more mystical, right, and do magic stuff? And this guy's rocking both. Right? You don't have to choose with a knight. Just get everything you want, put them together. And that's what's so clean about this.
So good, man. I mean, there's some good pickups this last week for sure. And I had one more that I wanted to highlight. This one, another one that, hey, I might be a little bit jealous on this one. Look at that robot. Oh, man, come on.
The robots are great. And of course, we got the lightsaber. Like, what? You can't beat a lightsaber. 0.399 Ethereum. Worth every penny there, right? The red lightsaber, the glow on that, and the hood, right? So you feel like he's up to no good, but that smirk makes me think like maybe he stole it. You know, like he kind of found that, or kind of scooped it up.
Like he wasn't a true Jedi, but now he knows the way. It's so good.
And the last thing to point out here, right? Because we've seen some naked knights before. This is a naked robot. Armor, none. 1% have this trait. So you can really see the definition here with the chest, the shoulders, the arms. He's a little skinny. It's a really, really nice look.
I really enjoyed that one. Dude, the thing is, there's so many that we really could highlight with the amount of purchases that are going on. You know, it's when I'm sitting here creating these graphics, I get lost looking at all the sales.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, and looking at all this stuff. But I thought those were pretty good to highlight this week. Do me a favor while you're hanging out in the backstage. Go see if that night that we highlight is anybody bought that thing yet.
Oh,
You know what? I'm thinking we
Messy
should jump
Queen.
into a little bit of NFT. We'll be right back with you, TGP. Guys, we've got so much still to come. Those purchases were amazing. So good. So I want to jump into a little bit of NFT.
Welcome back, everybody. We're back in the kingdom to teach you guys some more jargon, some slang, a couple words to help you guys out so you don't look like a noob in there, all right? A noob is a new person, okay? So we ended it last week at D, and we're going to keep going, all right? With one of our favorite words, a Degen. Yes, a Degen, right here. Oop, a little too far. That's me. As a knight. Hey, look at that. A degen is a degenerate, which is the majority of people that are in the NFT space. Yeah, just when people say degen, just know that they're talking about degenerates. Like you. You right here listening. You're a degenerate. All right, let's keep it going, all right? There's a couple other letters in between the next one, but there's not a lot of information or things you guys really got to know. So we're going to G. Yeah, G. Or gas. Yes, gas. No, we're not talking about gasoline. No, we're not talking about that. Really, what we're talking about, y'all, is essentially the term used when talking about, it's like a technical term, but we're talking about the fee that you have to pay for transactions on the Ethereum blockchain, or pretty much any blockchain technology. There's a price that you have to pay. The price of gas is essentially set by the miners on the blockchain and can rise and fall depending on the supply and demand of that coin at the time. This affects you if you are minting, definition later on. We're going to get into that. Items for sale and buying things on the Ethereum network or using Ethereum. It can also happen with other cryptocurrency like Solana. All right. So, yes, keeping it going. GM, good morning. Hey, good morning, guys. What's up? It's a colloquial greeting used across the NFT space. It's one of those things that everybody just kind of says, and you kind of just got to understand. Don't be too confused, guys. They're just saying hello, but in their degen talk. All right, y'all, that's enough for G. And we're going to skip some more letters and go to K, like the king. Hey. All right. So the next word we're going to be talking about is key. Okay, this word can be interchanged with another word or seed phrase. So yeah, we're not talking about the good old keyblade. No. I know I would love to wield that bad boy in the metaverse. Hopefully someday we can. But until then, you got to know your words. So your key or seed phrase is essentially the core to the security for cryptocurrencies and trading. The key is like a password, but it's auto-generated and links to your wallet. Never give anybody your seed phrase. This is for you and you only. These are some tips, okay? Do not keep your seed phrase on your phone in any digital way. The best way to do it is to write it down and hide it somewhere physically. This is the one way that you can access your accounts or wallets when you lose your password. This is also a way for people to hack into your accounts, guys. Never, never, never give anybody your seed phrase. Okay? Yeah, let's keep those private, guys. Let's keep those private. Okay, let's move on. All right. Going to M. Yeah, we're skipping letters, guys. There's not a lot in every letter, so just jumping around today. But in order, did that make sense? Okay, I'm a bassist, not a teacher, but I'm teaching you guys. M for MetaMask. Okay, MetaMask is a third-party crypto wallet. All right, it's got this logo. Oh wait, my bad. Hey buddy, how you doing? It's good to see you. I like you, Fox. You're a cool logo. I don't know why you follow me around with your weird face, but you do. Like I said, it is a crypto wallet. It is not a cold wallet. A cold wallet is like a ledger that has a physical dongle that you have to approve transactions on. Those are the ultimate safekeeping. If you want to make sure your NFTs and crypto are safe, go get yourself a cold wallet like a Trezor or a Ledger. Everything else is called or considered a hot wallet or just a crypto wallet. Yeah. Understand the differences. Do your research. I highly recommend spending the extra couple dollars and going buy a cold wallet like a Ledger. I use a Ledger. They're great. All right, keeping it going. Trying to go through these guys. All right, mining. Mining is the process of obtaining small bits of the cryptocurrencies, depending on which one you choose to mine, and adding them to the blockchain. Miners use complicated computer methods to verify and validate these transactions and add these to the blockchain and let other networks know that something has been added. If you're a miner, you can keep hold of these for yourself or sell them. Essentially, it's how some people grab and create cryptocurrency. A lot of people did it back in the days when Ethereum and Bitcoin were mineable. They still are technically, but it's more difficult than it was a few years ago. Keeping it going, guys. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention my miner friend. What up, buddy? We're not talking about you today. We're talking about, mining cryptocurrency. But it's nice to see you, Bill. All right, guys. We're wrapping it up today with the word minted, okay? This is something that gets thrown around a lot. Minting is the process of validating information and adding it to a blockchain, essentially creating or, generating the piece of art depending on what the artwork is or project is talking about. So this is the core part of NFTs, and it makes them so valuable because once an item or asset is minted, it's proof that it's authentic and keeps track of how many there are. For example, on the Terra Virtue marketplace, all items you see, info and how they were minted, which number you are buying, is all posted up on there. OpenSea, you can check that with Etherscan. So it is essentially the starting point of how an NFT is created. So that's where we're going to end it today, guys. I hope you appreciated and learned a thing or two while you're here. We're going to try to get some more safety tips along the way. And that's it. Back to you guys at the studio. Well, wait, we're in the king.
You got to know what the heck you're doing when you're working with NFTs, right? And we got a lot of new people in here, so we got to give them those lessons, right? I think everybody knew what a Degen was, right? Because we're all here. How you doing? But guys, what if we jumped into a little bit of that's malarkey?
Hello! Oh, everything's falling apart, but we're all here together in the spirit of Christmas. So I figured, why not make it Christmassy? Maestro that doesn't exist. Ah, yes, my favorite. I smell like men's cologne. Colin, I already messed up. Hold on, back from the top. I said it the right way. I smell like men's colon. Live like you were dying. Don't wear black people. There is no I in happiness. Oh, jingle bells. You can't spell. Grammar ain't your thing. You spell just as well as this jester can sing. Oh, jingle bells, you can't spell, grammar ain't your thing. You spell just as well as this jester can sing. I can't date a girl who's lactose tolerance. I live vicariously through I live vicariously through your tweets. Another terrorist attack. Oh, jingle bells, you can't spell, grammar ain't your thing. You spell just as well as this jester can sing. Oh, jingle bells, you can't spell, grammar ain't your thing. You spell just as well as this jester can sing. Hey! Ah, beautiful. Art in its purest form. You know, this was a really fun year, and it's going to be even better next year. Back to you in the kingdom part area.
Well, you know you did something when the jester is singing Jingle Bells with horribly spelled tweets. Guys, I had a week. I made it out to the LA Combines to really scout everybody for our FCF team. Let's jump into a little bit of FCF and Team COD. So, wanted to give you guys, a lot of you didn't get a chance to see the Instagram lives, but want to pull a couple up for you. Let's see if I can blow this one up full size real quick. Check it out. And no sound. Let me see. All right. Way to do it live with no sound. Let's do it again. All right. Guys, couple things and names I need you to remember. Austin Appleby. 6'5", tight end from USC. The dude looked like a Viking. He looked like the perfect guy that belongs in the kingdom. No questions about it. I've already reached out to the guy. Literally have to scout him, got to draft him, and bring him to the kingdom with us. Dude had super talent. Guys, there was wide receivers out there, some DBs that were killing it. We even had Richard Wagner, who was out there. He did his violin thing, tore it up, was killing it, and then said, I'm going to sign this waiver right here, and I'm going to jump in, and I'm going to try out for the FCF. He busted some moves, too. I'm going to give him credit. And he did it all while he was wearing Vans. All right, let's see if we can get this screen share up for you guys one more time. Let's see. All right, we got this screen. Let's see if we can get the right one. Gotta love technical difficulties on a live show. All right. Give me 1 second. Here we go. All right. Still having sound issues, guys. Really sorry about that. All right. So we won't go to the Instagram live stuff. Way to end the show. So listen, the plans are after the new year, we're lining up a lot of the guys to come on the show, talk to the kingdom, get more history behind these guys. We need to do everything we can. Cynthia was out there. She scouted a lot of these guys. We were on the same page. I'm sure she might touch on that a little bit tomorrow's show. Do not forget tomorrow's stuff. Let me bring on the Town Crier with me. Hey, Town Crier, you back there? What up, TGP?
Yeah, man. I'm so excited about this FCF stuff.
Oh, dude. Listen, that combine was ridiculous. The amount of talent that was out there, it's going to be so good. And I got to be honest, I had the inside track for us Knights. So we definitely got a leg up. I got a chance to meet all these guys, ones that were signed, players that have an interest. And I wore a Knight costume. So I think they're going to remember what team they might want to come play for.
Exactly. So you already mentioned Austin Appleby, right? Number 45 at the combine. 6'5", tight end from USC. This dude is built to dominate the FCF, right? Travis Toivonen, Trav Daddy, as he was called last year, was a huge wide receiver, ended up getting picked up by the Seahawks practice squad and the Giants practice squad, currently still there. He was 6'4" and pulled in 2 Hail Marys last year. This guy's 6'5", and he looks like a Viking. Straight up,
he really
built
does
for us. The other one that Cynthia is going to probably talk about tomorrow was number 11 at the combine. This guy, another great receiver, great hands, named is Jordan Matthews from New Mexico State. This guy looked like DK Metcalf out there. Just huge hands, snagging stuff, made all the DBs look super, super small. And that's just from the footage I saw. So, like, on the field, when he's actually out there, the dude's going to be a monster. So those are my two targets from the combine. I think we got some really, really good stuff.
Yeah, I'm super excited, man. And, it was great because getting a chance to talk to these guys on a personal level, right? Some of their backstories are so good. And that's going to be coming out with the NBCLX stuff that they're putting out there. And then the opportunity we're going to have them on the show and really just get to know them is huge. And we've been saying it for weeks. We are in season. While the rest of them are just thinking the season starts next year in April, we know the time is now. And we're putting in the work. And I mean, rumor has it we might be going to scout a little bit of Atlanta. Just saying. Knights of Degen, we're keeping our ear to the ground. We're going after these guys. We're doing our homework. I mean, you've got our team. You've got everybody else behind the scenes just doing whatever they can to really know. Clay in the chat, is that the dude who played tight end for USC? Yes. The dude was a monster. But guys, I mean, there was quarterbacks that looked decent out there. The DBs were ridiculous. And again, connecting with these guys so we can have them come on the night shift with some FCF content. Let's build a super team and win ourselves a championship. I think we pretty much touched on everything tonight. We had horse racing before the show. We took care of everything we want to talk about highlight with the Knights. Let's see if our highlighted night for sale is gone by tomorrow, just like last week. And I guess a couple things before we go. Yep. Guys, do not forget tomorrow, 9:30 a.m. Pacific, 12:30 Eastern. It's going down. It's going to be so good. And then you get to wait till 2 o'clock Eastern. And then you've got Knicks Knights matinee with me, Drew Austin, Jay Ferreira. It's a jam-packed sports day tomorrow. Reminder, guys, go vote. Go vote on Twitter. All right, that Rad TV. Go do it. Go do it. Let's see if we can pull this off and get ourselves a win here at the Rad NFTV. Let's do that. Guys, I hope everybody has a Merry Christmas. Look forward to seeing everybody next week. This has been The Night Shift, your weekly Kingdom recap. Good night.